What up, Posse?
How's it going, guys? This is Brandon.
Mark.
Chad.
Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Chad.
Andy was looking at
No
his
more
phone.
seductive Andy.
Oh, look, he's got a timer. You're
Andy.
slick, Andy.
Timed.
Before we go into this, really quick, I just want to say, because we're getting in closer and closer to the new Endgame Avengers, the leaks that I am starting to watch a lot of this stuff and go down the rabbit hole.
You're excited.
But the leaks that are coming out due to the release of toys in other countries, like Legos and everything, are getting to be a really big problem for these guys. Like, I know for a fact there's some things that are definitive, and I'm not going to say anything
About the Hulk?
I'm not going to say anything about. And there's worse things than that.
No, but what about that?
That's not a
Batman comes in at the end.
Bad thing, dude.
Spoiler:
what
Batman
about
comes in at the
What
end.
about the Wolverine?
Yeah,
Spoiler.
with Hugh Jackman coming on and shit. I'm kidding. I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
There's so many.
Somebody missing in the final scene. They blocked it out.
Yep, there's that. But that's just Hulk.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
I think that's Hulk.
It's Deadpool.
Deadpool.
But it's just, I'm not one of these people that are purists. Like, my buddy AJ will not, like, every once in a while will send him something that's kind of interesting. He's, nope, not going to look at it. Nope, not going to look at it. And he sounds exactly like
Was
that.
it Macho Man Elizabeth?
Nope, not going to look at it. Mean Gene, get that cue ball head away from me.
So you were kind of saying that you're the opposite. You don't mind reading
Don't mind.
spoilers.
To me, it's
because you're interested in it. Just period.
I like treasure hunts.
Yep.
I think it's fun,
Yeah, well, it's fun to speculate what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and if it's one thing that we all know, I mean, look, we all went through the last one where there was so many, oh my God, this is a possible leak and this and that. Everybody was so off. Everybody. Nobody had it.
Yeah, they were.
So I like to see speculation. I like to see possibilities. And I like to hear people talk about it, just as we talk about it right now. I hope people listen to us. But it's just fun to see people finding little things and going, hey, this might be an Easter egg.
Giving it away already, like you said.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, there's certain things that are on the back of these toys with explanations that you can go and reverse it and go, well, I know that's going to happen in the movie.
They all have space armor.
Yeah. So,
Weird.
What do you got there, Brandon?
I'm going to start off with some wrestling figures.
Oh, you would.
And, yes, because
with that shirt. He never
getting
takes that shirt off.
Yeah, I'm getting I shower in the shirt. I've been getting more and more into the WWE Elite figures and the retro Hasbro style toys, and so I got this one. This is a WrestleMania 35 Elite Scott Hall. So this is his entrance gear from WrestleMania 18.
Look
and
at that
they gave the
curl.
different hands so you can do the Scott Hall entrance.
How is Scott Hall doing these days?
Doing a lot better. He's not a drug addict that's about to die now.
DDP yoga.
Yeah.
That's right.
You gotta watch the resurrection of Jake the Snake.
I did. Jake the Snake was just in town up the street.
He's gonna be
at the caboose.
He's here a bunch. It's like his second home now.
Yeah, and he's gonna be at Nerd NowCon again, right?
Yes, he is gonna be at Nerdy
That's
NowCon
cool.
again.
We should get him on here.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We got the Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. So Hall of Champions, WWE Elite, the New Age Outlaws with the classic titles.
Badass.
So Road Dogg.
Road Dogg.
Can you put that up there? Can
Road Dogg, Jesse
you be
James,
Road
and
Dogg for
Badass
Halloween this year?
with the dreads and everything?
Yes,
Like,
that would look cool.
Oh, you didn't know?
You already got the belt,
Then
bro.
You got the the DX bandana, and you got the lips on the butt because he's Mr. Ass. So yeah.
He is Mr. Ass.
So, and then also the going the retro style is the WCW Ric Flair. So he had the red trunks, and then he had the blue trunks.
Oh, look at you.
So
And it's by a company called Galoob, and they're the UK company that makes these. So this was the one that worldwide. But
Galoob was
this
big in
one
the late
was a
80s.
UK exclusive.
did they have
Use your
robes?
microphone, Brandon.
Sorry, these
Galoob was big, and correct me if I'm wrong there, Mark, because you'd probably remember. Galoob was big in
They
the
were
late
big
80s.
time, yeah, in the 80s.
They did a lot of.
Oh yeah, they made a lot of really cool.
When
stuff.
Kenner started to fizzle, Galoob kind of jumped in. And
Okay. And they didn't.
They
was
would
something-
make obscure
Yeah.
things like that. Wrestling wasn't
they
getting.
tried some weird stuff.
It's amazing. Like now, the toys you get a toy of every single wrestler. Like you were lucky if you were able to find a wrestling toy when you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
And they had exclusives though that were only in the UK. So kids would
Yeah.
buy what they had in the box, but they never knew there was like ones
you
outside.
played
You know?
with them. I mean, nobody
Yeah.
saved them. I mean,
Well, there was a lot of different toys different wrestling toys and figures that were released like in Spain, but not here, right? Like a lot of different countries.
Well, they had like the Hasbro ones that went worldwide, and it's like if you're trying to collect out of box, it's cheaper to buy the foreign cards because the the English cards are just hard. Like they're just more expensive.
there's a lot of wrestling collectors.
Yeah.
Cool. What else you
Catch
got?
'em all.
Next is one of my favorite kind of rivalries in the Marvel universe is the Hulk. So I got Gray Hulk. I got it from the man over there, Mark Seacamp.
I can't believe I let you get
Right?
that.
And I got this Diamond Select
Oh,
me
in
see
a
that.
trade.
You didn't get that
The
from
thing.
me.
No, I got it from some friends that run a comic book store in New Jersey.
That's cool.
And
That's sweet.
That is
Farpoint
cool.
Toys, they do
You got to admit,
a
Andy,
lot of
that's
G.I.
pretty
Joe
cool.
retros,
That
a lot of
was
Star
awesome.
Wars, a lot of Ghostbusters. But they had this, and I traded
That's my favorite thing.
a graded Wolverine 1 for this and a couple other stuff. But this
Can I
is
see that, please?
awesome.
I was gonna say you got to pass that one around.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's my favorite thing
Oh,
that
this
Marvel's
thing's
ever
heavy,
made.
man.
Yeah.
You could hurt a kid with that.
You could hurt a mark with that.
You know? Like if that fell off a shelf and you were watching TV or playing a video game and you got a little animated that dropped on
That'd
your
make the
head.
dog bark.
That could give you a concussion.
Let me see the Gray Hulk, too, by the way. What does something like this go in the box for? Because I might add this to my collection.
$30 mint on card, probably.
Weird torso articulation.
40.
Comes back. He has a Hulk smash.
It's a green one like that. That's the variant that's harder to find.
No, this is one of the early, because he's got a real flat head.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah.
why I like it because it's like early Fantastic Four Hulk.
Basically,
crossover,
the
yeah.
Hulk was gray at first.
He
His
was.
first appearance, he would only turn into the Hulk at night, and he was gray.
That is, do you know why that is?
Wasn't it like an ode to like their love of the horror movie genre?
The Hulk was Stan Lee's idea of combining Frankenstein with Dr. Jekyl and Mr. Hyde. That's why
Yes.
his flat top, and that's why he can turn into something sinister and mean and strong
At night.
at night. I don't remember that at night though.
Yeah, it was that night.
It was only
Interesting.
for our first few
I
issues,
think, and
but-
then they turned him green after that.
Yeah, but they explained it. They had another Gray Hulk was became like an enforcer in Vegas.
Well, they also
So fix
explained when they
Yeah.
brought him into the Gray Hulk again. They explained that the gamma rays were starting to make his skin turn gray
changed
and
or
old
whatever.
or something like that.
In the Ultimates, the Hulk's gray as well, but he's a little more. He's like he'll eat people.
Yeah, it was more like Savage Hulk and
Yeah.
stuff. And
All right, Brandon, what else you got?
moving over to one of my favorite franchises in movies and cartoons,
Look how
the
fluffy
real
it is.
Ghostbusters. Look at this. I got this and this at the same time when I was a kid at a
Fair
like a flea market, like antique store. So this
at
one
a haunted
is
house.
no. This is a cool little like stuffed animal, Stay Puft.
How is it so clean?
And
Yeah.
because I
Brandon, let me
washed
see
it,
that.
I washed it. And this one is the Kenner
If it was made out
Stay
of
Puft.
styrofoam, I could
So-
see.
It's a cool little. Gotta give him a fig bath because he has like a.
He's got a
some
couple stains on him. You can clean that with a magic eraser.
Yeah.
That'll probably come right off.
Yeah, I have a magic eraser. I gotta use him.
Yeah,
Well,
this
Brandon,
is
I feel
pretty tight.
very honored that you're going to bring one of your sleepy toys with
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah, never go to bed without it.
all the drool spots on here.
Cuddle together. Wow.
I had to block the camera. People don't need to see that.
That was mean. Chad, that was mean.
You didn't know the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man could fly?
That was mean. Yeah.
That version
And this
can.
this is
You're
in
educating
the
us, Chad.
theme of Stay Puft. One of the only real cool things that Loot Crate ever did was like a Karate Kid version of the Stay Puft.
I like that.
Yeah, he's doing the crane pose
Dang, that's sweet.
on top of the city.
Do you want to throw it?
Where did you get
God, don't throw anything more.
I threw the stuffed animal
I know,
behind
it's stuffed
me.
animal.
I apologize To all you Stay Puft fans.
Some people are having a heart attack.
I love him too.
Ooh, you're not gonna throw that. That's nice.
No, but I'm going to throw this one.
No.
Where did you get this?
Ray.
Through Loot Crate. This is one of the only. They only have a select few cool things that they actually make, and that's one of them.
That is cool.
Stuff.
It is neat. I like that idea. That's
And my final thing got at Cedar Cliff. Shout out, give us some, cut the check, Steve Brown.
Is that the? Oh,
this is a 2-pack with Sam Hain, or 3-pack Slimer and Janine when she had to become a Ghostbuster to save the Ghostbusters.
When did that come out?
Early 2000s, I think.
Cartoon, right?
Well, the cartoon, but the 80s and 90s. But this is 2011, and the box is the front of the firehouse. So, and it's like I have Venkman, but I don't have the other Ghostbusters, so I just need Ray, Winston, and Egon, and I think I'll have them all except for the alternate uniforms. But
That's
it's cool.
Really
It comes with a
neat,
trap, PKE meter.
Is that a 7-inch figure?
I think so. Or not, maybe like a 6.
Oh yeah, these are kind of like those.
Yeah. Kind of like those Migos.
Oh, but look, it's got a giant 22-inch.
Do you collect a lot of Ghostbusters stuff?
Firehouse.
Yeah, a lot of Ghostbusters. A lot of Ghostbusters and Batman.
Do you collect the original Ghostbusters as well?
Not the one with the monkey.
You don't?
No, I do not. I do not acknowledge that franchise. Okay.
Do you know what I'm
I'm
talking
talking about
about?
the real Ghostbusters, not those doink heads that went around with the monkey.
But weren't they first?
No, they weren't.
Yes,
they
they
literally
were.
by maybe a year.
No, they were.
The movie came out in '84.
There was a live action TV show that was in the 70s. Yeah.
Whatever.
It was a Sid and Marty Krofft thing.
Well, they can.
They jumped
They
it.
can croft out of here.
They just like Transformers.
Well,
And GoBots. You know what? Just for that, you don't get this back. Andy, you want that? That's for you. You get to keep that.
Stop messing
You can take
everything
the
up,
mic home, too.
Andy.
well,
I'm sorry.
now that you're done picking on Brandon,
I said, you know what? I said I was last
Yeah.
episode, and I didn't, so I'm making up for it.
Touche.
this thing here I scored in the wild at Walgreens. I think I was the first one in
Look
the
at this.
posse to get this.
That is cool.
Look at
It's
this
like
Bane, baby.
people are looking for this
Look at
thing
this.
all over the place.
There's a fight scene on the back.
Yep, that's. So
That
this
is
guy
cool.
got one, but so I was like, because of that, I brought a bunch of other DC stuff that I kind of been picking up from Cedar Cliff too. I had been going up to Cedar Cliff and scoring some deals. He's been hooking it up.
So who's this guy again? I'm not.
That is Necron. He's like the main villain in the whole Black Lantern series.
Okay.
Like he's missing his vest, but it's a Build-A-Figure. You had to buy like six guys to buy him, to build him. So that's a pretty dope guy. But then like,
I'm assuming this is DC.
yes.
Okay. That's pretty cool, man.
So this is like they came up with all these
Green
different
Lantern.
colored lanterns. You know,
Not just green and yellow anymore. They had all the emotions now.
Red is rage and orange
There's a little like.
is like
See the
greed.
Manhunters.
And like they made Wonder Woman as the she was the star Sapphire, so you see they just took Wonder Woman and
Oh.
put her.
Same
Sure.
thing. This guy used to be, or he looked
Smart,
similar to
though.
one of the
Smart.
Green Lanterns, but
And then that's a signature series. You had to be like in a club to get those. Like they'd put out 10 figures a year, and one of the figures would be one of these big ones for
Yes,
being
sir.
in the club. But you'd have to buy like 10 small figures, and they'd give you one of these big figures for free. But
Look at
this
that.
is the Metal Men. That's a super cool figure. Lead. I got all the other guys. Lead, Mercury.
real quick,
tin.
Mark. This is a collect and connect, so it's their version of Build-A-Figure, and it's the Anti-Monitor.
Which is
And,
another Green Lantern villain.
Yeah, look at this Scarecrow though, the cool Yellow Lantern Scarecrow. And the Metal Men.
Will you hand those down, Andy? Because those, I'm gonna have to maybe collect that. DC, really?
See,
I'm not
these
even
bigger
kidding.
figures are kind of sick.
Rocket Red. Look at that.
And I mean, to walk with a figure that size for $20, you'd pay $20 for this now at a store, and it's like twice the size. Granted, this figure's worth a lot of money because of this King Shark piece.
Yeah.
This.
That's
That
cool.
this Metal Man, if you were gonna, or Lead, if you were gonna, you could kit bash him and make him Blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
somehow get the L off though.
You could make him look like a Skrull too. Look at his face; it's kind of got like that Skrull look to him.
Or you could leave him in the box as lead from Metal Men.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, yeah, you could do that.
Did you guys ever read
open this eventually?
Did you guys ever read Metal Men?
I read a couple issues.
I mean,
It's kind of cool. It's a cool concept.
they're making a show
until what's his face?
That's right.
Metamorpho became like the breakout character, and they kind of put him in all the Justice League and the Outsiders and all those type of titles.
It was really interesting.
Was Metamorpho with the Metal Men?
Yeah, he was one of the guys, but he could turn into anything, any elemental thing, or Element Man, I think was his original name.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was with the Metal Men.
This was cool.
But yeah, so these were nice little pickups out there. Steve Brown cut the check.
Yep, this is like the third time mentioned Cedar Cliff.
Like, he's
Cut the check.
a lot of people don't really like Cedar Cliff, but I mean, he's got some stuff in there for some good deals. And
Explain, what is Cedar Cliff?
it's just another one of the mini stores in, Minnesota. We got a lot of comic book shops and toy shops, and he's one of the guys on the outskirts. There's him, he's like in Egan, and then there's like a guy. We've got issues in Apple Valley, and then if you go out there's some guys in Rochester nerding out.
There always seems to be at least a toy, some kind of a vintage toy store, at least in South Minneapolis, all the time.
There's
always
a bunch
been
of little
one.
stores popping up with like
Minnehaha.
yes,
Yeah, man.
heroic goods and games,
Really cool stuff.
Nostalgia Zone.
Totally.
Yeah, Nostalgia Zone will hook it up, man.
Hot Comics is a friend of the Posse, of the Minnesota Toy Posse. I mean, those guys really like us. They'll cut us deals. Most of the places, if you're in the Posse and you're going to spend a little money, they'll cut you a
Do you
deal.
hear that, Hot Comics? What did you say earlier? Cut the check. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
All right.
but they know who comes and buys their stuff.
They know who
it's like
buys
mostly
stuff.
people in the Posse.
So they used to charge. They used to charge for a membership.
Do they sell vintage stuff too, or they
Oh,
just
yeah.
do they?
A lot of a lot of stores will charge.
That's right. I have bought
for
some
you to
open
be in
box
their
stuff.
club, and if you're in their little membership club, you'll like save 10% every time you shop in there. But they were like, hey, if you're in the Minnesota Toy Posse, well, you don't got to pay that.
And
We'll
then
just
they
give
kind
you
of,
a
I think
deal.
they turned it into like a national, like their
I
stores are
think it is-
doing.
Yeah.
It's just as long as you have a pull box, like as long as you have a subscription with them, like they pull comics for you, then it's free, and they'll hold toys for you too.
Yep.
Dave Wheeler, who's in the Posse, he works there, so him and Dave Richardson know a lot of the people in the Posse. So you could like once you go in and you kind of get a rapport with them, they'll like they can hold stuff for
They
you.
know who you
Oh, that's
but
cool.
because you'll get a pull list or whatever, but they'll know you, so you could call like, hey, it's so and so. Can you hold this figure that you posted that you got for me? And I'll be.
They're as good as what a
Fair.
comic shop can be. Legally.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That actually says a lot when you think about it.
They held a Green Goblin for me, but I forgot about it.
If you think about it, the epitome of comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Worst episode ever.
It's a
I know
struggling
many
business,
people that are
though.
like that though, that are just jerks like that.
tough,
Sometimes.
man. Sometimes you don't got any
know.
customers that go in there all day. I mean,
No, it's true.
But I feel like Wednesdays, man, that's their day.
I'm going to do this because I'm not going to wait anymore. And Andy, if you could go underneath the table there and grab that great big blue box,
By Zoom.
and we're going to do this. Give me that. And I'm just going to say we'll do a topical of this, and I'm going to open this. And I waited for this for a long time, and then. I don't know if somebody stole it from my front door from Amazon or whatever, but I didn't get it the first time. And then they sent it to me again.
I've mastered this game.
And I had to wait. This is...
The Master of Risk.
I've
Ooh, it's an
mastered this
unboxing.
game.
It is.
So is there little figurines?
I don't
Hold up
know.
Ooh, look at the boards, kind of cool looking.
Well, it's supposed to look like the helicarrier and stuff. Look at this. The MCU Risk version, and it has the Avengers in it, and what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like a little mini game within the game. So
I'm going to let you go at it. We'll leave this
It's gonna
right
be
here.
too big
Let's
for
see.
this table.
So it is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ages 10 and up. Well, I usually go for
You're
something around
disqualified.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
So
Do we all get?
so
good luck, Chad.
So it's a board. So it looks like the helicarrier.
Does it open? Wait, open
It
it up.
opens up. But I just want to show that they like.
Oh.
It has a general layout here, and it has tokens.
Oh, yeah, this would be good for like
so let me
making
lay out.
dioramas.
You could actually take this apart and have fun without playing the game.
Without playing the game.
So look at this.
I look at it as a collector, like, oh my goodness, I could
So the
put some
helicarrier.
figures in front of that.
And then this is like the Guardians of the
What are
Galaxy
these
game.
little pieces?
So there's
So it's
two
two
games in one.
Also, the Hulk's in here.
So you play it as I guess the Avengers, and it has Sokovia up here. Has like different areas, like from the movies.
Huh? Little Ultrons or something?
Yeah. They have little pieces. So this is Avengers Tower.
Don't eat these.
So I guess you can make, and it has like little minifigures. So these are your fighters.
Here, show this too. There's all these little cool pictures of like
Wow,
different
this is
locations.
So look at this.
Oh man, they have really thought this out. Ooh, they got like some D&D die on here too.
Ultron
8-sided.
Sentinel,
Look at that.
Heimdall,
Look at that.
Zola.
They have a
got
Kree
everybody.
warship there,
Nice.
and this is like
Rock.
before the movie even came out.
I don't know what if
Going out.
we're gonna be able to play this on this table.
Oh no, it's for Guardians of the Galaxy. Sorry.
This table might be too small for this
Yeah,
game.
this is not a big enough table.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like you need a wide open area for rest. You'd be jumping out of your chair and like getting so upset. It's like it's nerdy
I took
or Monopoly.
nowhere from you.
So you got the Risk, like the cool little cover, and then these are what the cards look like
Oh,
Iron Man,
that's sweet.
Iron Man's armor, whatnot.
That's cool. I like that.
All right, so one of these days we will do a whole segment on this, and
I've
we'll
got
have
this
some
game at
teams.
home.
You have the Risk,
Yeah,
or
we're trying to
just
play.
This exact game, I found it somewhere, like in a box on someone's steps.
I think it was here.
Oh, is that here? It might have been here.
All right. Swap meet is when?
Sunday at 9 a.m.
How many tables?
February 24th.
40 tables. 9 to
Nice.
3.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Free admission, and
Cheesecake.
just come ready to buy stuff because
Bring
there's
some
plenty
money
of stuff.
because there's going to be a lot of stuff.
All right, people.
Peace out,
Peace out.
everybody.